Today we're taking a look at lines 35 to 46 in episode 1. Let's start with our first word, ἐνθεν, which, as you can see, means thence or thereupon. And then ἐννῆμαρ, for 9 days, for a 9-day period, fερόμην. If you look, you can tell that this is from the verb pharaoh, but our ending is āmen. And you guys remember that the ending āmen can be middle or passive, and if it's on the first principal part, we know that's the imperfect tense. If it's passive, the translation of fερόμην would be something like I was carried. In the very next part here, you have ޮλοοῖς, ἀνέμοισιν, by destructive winds. And where was I carried? Upon the pόντον, the sea, described as ἰχθυόενda, fish-filled, and this forms a prepositional phrase. This ep is actually the preposition ἐπεί. As we know, it lost its iota because the next word started with a vowel. So for a 9-day period, ἐννῆμαρ, I was carried by destructive winds upon the fish-filled sea. Both of those are accusative. But dεκάτၤη, this is a dative of time when something happened. But on the 10th day, we stepped off. Now this is an interesting verb. This is from our verb bīno. And you can see, because the stem changed to just plain old be, and the ending for the first plural is here, men, this is an augment. So I know I have a stem change, I have an augment, I'm dealing with the aorist tense, and ep is the preposition again, ἐπεί, that means upon. And these kinds of verbs are called compound verbs because they have a preposition in the front, and oftentimes when you have a preposition in the front, you use an object that's not in the accusative. In this instance, this is the ending for the genitive case. Also, following that, we have another genitive case, the land of the lotus eaters. So to go through it again, but on the 10th day, we stepped off onto the gαίης, onto the land of the Lotofάγων, of the lotus eaters. Let's learn a little more about these lotus eaters. Hoi, who, my verb here is ēdusιν, who eat. ἰδάρ, food, which we learn as ἀνθινον, which is flowery. So flowery or food made out of flowers. ἔνθα, which is parallel to this, ἐνθεν, and then, or in that place, then, what did we do? Vῆμεν, this is the same vῆμεν as up here. We walked, ἐπεί, and you'll see the ἐπεί separated, but it's still there. We walked onto the ἐπείρου, we walked onto the mainland. So that's our first verb, we walked, and what else did we do? ἀφυσσάμεθʼ, and we drew አδωρ. This would be my direct object. So we did two things once we got to this land of the lotus eaters. Here's my first verb, vῆμεν. We walked onto the genitive, mainland, and verb number 2, and we drew, we took on. You'll see the sigma alpha here indicating the aorist tense, and አδωρ, which is your neuter direct object. straight away, ἀ�ύψα, what did they do? Something, δεῖπνον, something to this dinner, or a meal, ἑλοντο. We know this is from the verb hyreo. And think about principal parts, hyreo, hyreso, and the third principal part is helon. And we know that if we have to unaugment this, we have to get something with a different vowel, and so my stem would be hell, and that's what I have here. So what did they do? Straight away, they took dinner, and I know that anta is my third plural ending, so they took dinner, and that's from hyreo. Parā, next to, is my preposition for next to the nηυσίν. You'll see it, the sigma iota tells me it's dative again. Next to the ships. And then we get this adjective for ships, thοΐς. Now this eta with the iota sigma is a dative plural ending. This is like our ending ις. So parā, next to the swift ships, and then I have a nominative case here, ἑταῖροι, which are the companions. So going from left to right, straight away, dinner they took. Next to the swift ships, who took the dinner? Oh, the companions. I guess we could go left to right. The companions next to the swift ships took their dinner straight away.